Everyone, it's Pastor Justin here coming to you with this week's CareCast. I wanted to start out with a hymn. This hymn is called There's a Longing in Our Hearts. It's on page 470 of our Glory to God Presbyterian hymnal. It says this: there is a longing in our hearts, O Lord, for you to reveal yourself to us. There is a longing in our hearts for love we only find in you, our God. For justice, for freedom, for mercy, hear our prayer. In sorrow and grief, be near, hear our prayer, O God. For wisdom, for courage, for comfort, hear our prayer. In weakness, in fear, be near, hear our prayer, O God. For healing, for wholeness, for new life, hear our prayer. In sickness, in death, be near, hear our prayer, O God. Lord, save us, take pity, light in our darkness. We call you, we wait. Be near, hear our prayer, O God. There is a longing in our hearts, O Lord, for you to reveal yourself to us. There is a longing in our hearts for love we only find in you, our God. Beautiful little hymn. I've never been familiar with it. Really enjoyed those words. And think it's a really great way to open our prayer time today. First off, I want to lift up a couple of celebrations. One is from Phyllis Heineman at Covenant, celebrating the 15th birthday of her twin granddaughters, Lauren and Emily, and they're starting driver's ed. So prayers for them, prayers of celebration for them, prayers of concern for them as they undertake this driver's education time. Also, another celebration I want to lift up from our Covenant Cupboard Food Pantry and the 177 families served. That is like 600 to 800 individuals that are served when you say 177 families. That is amazing. That is fantastic. In our day, when we look around and see so many who are in need, it is great to know that our cupboard is serving our community, serving families who have that kind of need, picking up the slack where other places are having to close or do without funds. That Covenant Cupboard is here and helping people who are in true need. Many concerns that I want to lift up today as well. And so one, I want to lift up the memory of Jim Crawford. This is Don Crawford's brother over at Covenant. It was his birthday this past week. So prayers as he grieves, prayers as he continues to bring memories and hopefully good memories to mind. Prayers for the leaders of our world, those who are affected by the ongoing war in Gaza, Ukraine, Sudan. That's been lifted up by our by folks here at Covenant. Prayers of concern for those here at Grace, for Marcia Anderson as she continues to heal from a broken pelvis, and as she is in the middle of the planning of the memorial service for her husband Jerry, who passed in January. For Barb Hubler as she's undergoing tests for health concerns. For Frosty and his ear infection. For Jim Colbert dealing with the flu. For Mark and Sandra dealing with a family emergency in California. For Georgianne Jacques and the loss of her husband Tom over this weekend. For Nan Wendell as she deals with recovering from a fall and next steps and procedures with that and for that. Prayers for Eileen Weeder, Deacon Moderator at Grace. Prayers for Sharon Long and her knee issues and pain and surgery. Prayers for Pat Sajorka's son, Steve, as he continues to deal with loss of eyesight. Prayers for Meredith Tofield as she continues to grieve the loss of her mother, Charlotte. Prayers for Amma Orr and the loss of her mother. Prayers for Terry and Sue Carnahan, procedures being done and general health. Prayers for Juanita and Mel Keithy. Prayers for John and Marriott Smart. There's many, many others that we could add to this list. Friends, my hope is that you have those names in your heart, that you will lift them up to God, that you will send me your celebrations, your joys, as well as your concerns, your griefs, the things that most weigh in on you, that in the joy and in the concern, that all of these things matter to God. And finally, I want to end on a note, another hymn. This is one that is probably very familiar to most of you. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Someone's crying, Lord. Kumbaya. Someone's singing, Lord. Kumbaya. Someone's praying, Lord. Kumbaya. O Lord. Kumbaya. Thanks for joining us for today's CareCast. My hope is that you will continue to join us for our daily videos, and we will see you here tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.